All right, what's up guys? Clint Esposito here with Ashish Patel. Where are we at?
We're at the Mallakamb Federation of the USA in Edison. This is the headquarters. Small, humble
serious.
For now. It is, yeah. But yeah, once you get an acronym, that means you're legit.
That's right.
We're gonna do.
You have some interesting.
We're gonna do some Mallakamb training. We'll get into the basic calisthenics moves. The kind of blending of the old school calisthenics, thousands of years old, done on a tall wooden pole.
So that one up there in the middle with the people hanging off of the pole. They actually have.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Two of these.
It's kind of become something that like young children do from an early age. And then,
this looks like something I would see at the circus or have seen at the circus.
Yeah, I mean today it's gained popularity because of shows like the Blank Country's Got Talent. So there was a Georgia's Got Talent. So if you know the country Georgia, they had a Georgia's Got Talent, and this Indian troupe showed up, and they just wowed the audience with this, with the acrobatics and just the gravity-defying stuff and strength and the balance that it takes to perform this. But its origins are really pretty ancient. Like we're talking thousands of years old. This was developed as a hand-to-hand combat preparation tool. So this was for training in an Indian style of wrestling called kushti, where you lock hands and you're in a sand pit, and it's kind of a submission thing. So it's very similar to BJJ in a lot of ways, in terms of getting an opponent to tap out, let's say, or pinning them in a certain way. But so this was developed as basically a training tool, and once you see the training on display, you'll see that you're basically grappling with this pole. All the movements involve like a clinch, so holding it with your legs, engaging with the opponent with leg locks and arm locks, and then as the years went on, it evolved into more acrobatics and balance and various kinds of mounts, and then dismounts where the elite level athletes, just similar to gymnastics, they'll stand on the top and do a backflip, front flip, twist, and stick a landing, and today there's judges and and they're scoring. But to my friends and I, we call this the ego destroyer. So I started doing this at the age of 40 with a background in rock climbing and calisthenics and yoga. So it was a decently smooth transition, but it was a killer. I mean, like it roughs up your skin. So we cover the wood in castor oil. So there's just a little less friction, but it also supplies a little bit of grippiness. And then we use chalk. So there's a learning curve, and then there's a pain threshold that you have to overcome. And then once you're into it, you're kind of hooked, because, like I said, it's the ego destroyer. And I was shocked with how hard it is, and then also, just like with calisthenics, how you unlock skills or you unlock abilities that you didn't think you could do, but if you have patience, dedication, and just kind of stick with it as like a personal discipline, you'll surprise yourself. Means like a tree trunk, kind of like a.
So it's like tree
structure.
wrestler.
Yeah, so it's like because like back in the day, I would think maybe they just had a tree growing and they just cut it down and they just shaped it, and it was already like rooted into the ground, and that's how they did it. Like I mean, I'm talking about like thousands of years ago. Today they're made, and like this one is a movable one. It has like metal supports underneath. But most of the ones at training centers in India, where there will be like a little mini forest of these. There's like 6 of them, just like 6 feet deep into the ground. This one's 8 foot. That one's I think like 6. And then you have like smaller ones to practice.
But now I get it, because that's called a Mallakamb.
Yeah. So
when you originally said it, I was
Mallakamb.
like, you were like Mallakamb, whatever,
yeah.
and I was like, what the hell is that?
Right. So like we're the Mallas, right? We're the wrestlers. and this is the com.
Got
So yeah, since we're gonna go at it, there's a method to salute this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a crossing of the arms, and you go 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. That's it. So
Before
it's
you
like
get on?
every single time, like when the Mallakamb players do their set, they'll go, and then so yeah, castor oil is a big deal.
Does that not make it slippery?
So so that's why castor oil, right? And I'm gonna like work it in decently well. So what it does is like it does give me the necessary lubrication when it comes to if a lot of force is applied, right? So I want my shoulder to kind of slide off it. But if I'm holding it with my hands, and that's not like as hard, then it gives me a kind of a grip. It actually has like a grippy property to it. So I don't want to put any up there because there's like, that's where your hand goes a lot. And you're doing all kinds of balance poses up there. But we'll definitely get you doing like some simple stuff. And who knows, man? You might surprise yourself. And I'm gonna get into my garb, we call it. That's the thing, man. It's like you see the traditional guys doing it in like a saffron, like orange loincloth, basically. And it's because you need the exposed inner thigh, and so like MMA shorts and things like that, they come in handy for stuff like this.
Right.
And then kind of put them into Daisy Duke mode. So hands chalked up. Sometimes people put a little bit on the inner thighs. So just a basic mount is a two-handed what's called an Adi.
You gotta salute it first.
Yeah, for sure. So this is like a clinch basically, So I'm starting with a clinch, and I'm gonna pull, and I'm gonna torque my torso up.
This is how you start?
This is how you can start. There's a whole bunch of like simpler ways to start. And then so I'm back up and I re-grab. And so this is a common just a way to build momentum. It's also like a great workout. So I'll sometimes just come in here and I'll do this. Like how many can I do in a minute straight?
I bet that's intense.
Yeah. And then just do like 20, take a rest. So you always like interlocking the fingers to re-grip. And then that grab. And a lot of the moves that the experts do, they'll literally like lose contact with the pole. And
there's so much momentum.
They lose contact with the pole, and they just grab it, and they do these catches. So a guy can be doing a handstand on top. He'll let go completely, dive down, and then like grab it with his legs. Yeah.
Damn.
And his head will be like right here.
Dude, strippers don't have shit on that.
No, man. There's all these awesome like YouTubers, these guys who do pole gymnastics now. There's this guy, Dmitry Politov. Like, obviously Russian guys, man. Their calisthenics is next level. In most cases, it's considered disrespectful, like to put your foot on the pole. It's kind of, I think it goes back to like when you're sitting in like a yoga practice, you're not supposed to like point the soles of your feet at the teacher.
Oh yeah.
So like this is your teacher kind of thing. But it's pretty normal that when you're learning, you just want to like practice climbing the pole. You do this. It's a standard like pole climb. And then I'm going to have you come up here and do a grab. So if you see my legs in the back, they're kind of like crossed, and I'm just squeezing the bike.
Right.
Squeezing the bike right here, and that's it.
No, I bet that like so many things cross over doing stuff like that. You would never squeeze that hard,
And then to make it easier, there's a move like this. So what I've done is I'll cross the leg in front, and I'll take this foot cover it,
Kind of pinch it.
and then pinch the other foot in the back, and my hands are free. So in this position, my hands are gonna like go into something else.
It's like a choke.
Yeah. Like I said, man, it was made for hand-to-hand combat training. Like it wasn't even a sport. Good. So the cross was the leg in the front, this leg over. There you go.
Definitely got to squeeze hard.
Yeah, so what you do is you hold it, and then you do the other side. So
Yeah, that's
across the left. Yeah. And you got it. Just get that right up in here. Dude, good job, man. Like this is like basic tricks. Like you've already scored points in the competition.
What was the first one?
So the first one was just like kind of in the back, but it's a lot of this, right? So you can see where like that pain threshold comes in.
Even like I said, squeezing my legs that tight, it's like
just up there. Yeah.
Well, even just the muscles, I'm flexing them so hard.
Yeah.
I've never probably flexed them that way before.
Okay, so it's gonna be a finger interlock behind. So the first one is gonna go this way, and then just right across your face, and then grab. And you want to do it like around your like face level, so not too high, not too low. And then,
I didn't do that before.
oh, it's okay. You do it now, yeah. Get a good clinch in the back. And so the inner leg is in the front. So I want to get a good like kind of
Swing.
it's kind of like a flash kick,
Yeah.
like a Street Fighter guile. Like it's like the one leg is gonna go up, but you're gonna jump off this leg and kick up with this leg, and then this leg is gonna come around the pole. So very slowly, it's kind of like this, and then in the back you get the lock, and you're making the same.
Right.
It's even better because you're like leveraged in. So while like I'm gonna play it now. This is really comfortable, and I could stay here for a pretty long time. And then
Unless the blood rushes.
yeah, and then the next move, and then the next move. So ideally, like you want to avoid like hand contact to the pole. So what the guys do is they'll swing up, but then the experts will get their hand back here and make this grip like immediately. Whereas I did all that adjusting, and then you just torque yourself back up. And now I'm hanging on the other side. And then just a very classic dismount is to push away from the pole, and then hyperextend, look up,
Swing your legs there.
and then swing your legs down. So I'll also do it like hands free. So just kind of.
So would you have been deducted for hopping?
If I had landed on that net, I would have stuck it. I think,
But I mean, judging wise.
Oh yeah, for sure. So it's the coordination of
Swinging
pull,
this leg here.
swing, and jump. So jump off the right, swing the left, and pull with your arms. There you go. Grip with your foot the other side. Yeah.
Like that?
Good. There you go, man. So here's your exit now. You can put your hands down into a handstand and just let yourself slide down, and that's it. Yeah. You want to try the other side?
Yeah.
That was good, man. That was perfect. Not many people. I mean, so it's like your athletic background is perfect. Yeah, chalk up. And the pole doesn't feel like slick, right? Because of the oil.
No.
Yeah, because like once it's in there, there's also an aspect of it that like it kind of gives you a massage. Like it's a really deep tissue massage.
Yeah, because it rolled over.
Yeah.
The way my shoulder was against it, it rolled over, and that's what I'm noticing. No worries.
There you go, man. Nice and easy.
This side's much better because my shoulder's stronger.
So you know, if it wasn't uneven here, like
Yeah.
ideally you just roll.
Yeah,
You put your head down, just roll out. It look a lot smoother.
yeah.
But no, that was great, man. That was really good. So I think you could try going up for the second. So.
All right.
So, you know, like I avoided, but in the beginning, I was doing this, you know? So one hand to stem, and then the other hand grab, and then you slide down a little bit, and then the hand comes up, and then you make your regrip. And then from the regrip, it's easy now. You're already like up here. So it's a very short, compact kind of swing up. So, you know, use it, push off, you know, do as much as you need. You know, and that's like part of the workout, like, in the beginning.
And that looks like a really good stretch when you're already locked in and then trying to get back around to it.
This whole like banana position here, where like my whole side is like stretched. And then I'm gonna engage that oblique muscle to do that. There you go.
We're good. Now I'll be able to get through this since I did the. Try not to get too hot there.
Foot on the other side, yeah. Good.
Right,
So now keep a good tight foot lock, and then now pick a side.
I should go up that
Yeah.
other way.
One side's always easier, so yeah, like work yourself up, right? There you go, you got it.
Oh, my hands
So now you want to start sliding your legs down.
Oh, my hands are coming off.
Okay, so take the exit. Perfect.
Better.
Dude, even that, like,
Yeah.
trust me, like I've like done this with a lot of people, and that first thing is like impossible.
Yeah.
So, like even to get their hands up there again.
Yeah, my hands are just started sweating so
It
much.
takes it takes a lot of practice to.
Dude, but it's a lot. 'Cause like I said, I'm at 117 and I've been on that for like 10 seconds.
Yeah. Well, like one of the catchphrases that they use for Mallakhamb in India is like, it's the it gives you the most exercise to the most parts of your body in the shortest amount of time.
I would imagine.
And like, so, like I said, like, if I could run, like, I might run here some days, and I'll just come in here and do like 10 of those.
Yeah.
And leave.
You're done.
Yeah, I don't really, you know, you don't have to like go excessive training
Yeah.
when it comes to something.
No. And that's what I've learned. A lot of time you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Short burst, make your body wake up.
Oh, yeah.
Wake up all those muscle fibers, get a nice pump, and let it chill.
That's exactly what you get. Yeah. Yeah. You just, you know, like how do your like joints and like does it hurt, like, you know?
No, like my inside of my thigh.
Right. So I'm like skin
But that's
burning.
it,
Yeah.
really.
Even I'm getting it now. Like.
And I did roll over my shoulder, but like you said, it was more like a massage.
Right.
Once it went away, which that's why I wanted to try it, because I think all those movements and stuff and making yourself flex in those positions are important to build the joints back up to normal.
Yeah. And you're holding yourself up the entire time.
Yeah.
Like there's a baseline engagement that you are not going to escape
Right.
until you're like sitting on top or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, exactly.
You're
Even-
on it the whole time.
Even just holding yourself with your legs
Yeah.
is really
just being on it is like a, you know, you're working because you're just, it's, you know, and they call it the gravity defying sport because, you know, the gravity is constantly on you.
Well, I'm definitely going to come back and do this stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so right now, Ashish is going to give us the fast version of this when somebody knows what's going on.
This is the Ashish fast. This is not, like,
When they semi know what's going on.
all right, so I'll try some of the stuff I did in like the World Championship, just some basic moves and things like that. So yeah, there's like, you know, you can do a single arm mount, and then you can also do like a jumping mount where you start on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of.
Yeah, I feel like such a pussy now. Yeah, I want one of these because it's too fast of a workout.
So these kinds of holds, these like static moves,
Uh-huh.
where you hold it, and then there's something called a catch, which I'm working on, where I won't use my hands, but I'll fall and instantly catch.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically got it there, but it's just still the fear of like smashing your face, you know. So
You did like a little safety with your hands.
yeah.
Versus like committing to it.
So this is the other side, and these static holds, like it's like a bicep curl, like a hamstring curl, right?
Yeah.
So again. You have your
Yeah. Nice.
So then you have like a bunch of elements you do from the top. So from up here you have like some gymnastics moves. You have the straddle. You have the yoga position, the mayurasa. Yeah, I haven't perfected it. And so, you know, there's guys who do it with one hand. So like one hand will be balancing. Then there's like other like yoga style elements. But basically you balance on like the area right under the belly button. And then from here, I can take a full lotus.
The fact that you can talk with that on your
Yeah,
stomach.
and then you have like what's called a belly balance.
Dude, it's a rock solid.
Yeah. And yeah, like that one I'm working on is with the foot in there, but you know, this is what's called a firki. So I'm turning my whole body through.
Nice.
Man,
Yeah, I was gonna say you were
I'm
up there
tired,
for a
dude.
while.
yeah, and it's just being on there, man. Being on there is it's good, it's great.